Okay, today I'm going to talk about why you might be putting a schwa, or the sound, on the end of words. For instance, if you're asking, do you have family in the area? You might be saying, do you have a family in the area? Which could be interpreted as, do you have a family in the area? But let me give you another example. Do you have gum? You might say, do you have a gum? Which wouldn't be appropriate. You wouldn't use for gum. You would say some gum. What's another example where you might be tacking it on? Do you believe that? You might say, do you believe in that? Do you believe in that? Do you believe in that? And that is coming out even though you don't want it to. Why is that happening? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because the V is a voiced sound. V versus the F is not. F, you can just hear the air coming out by itself. Your throat will tickle. You'll feel that vibration. It's a voiced sound. So the trick is that when you stop saying the word, like have or believe, your voice has to stop at the same time that the teeth leave, another V word, the teeth leave your bottom lip. If I don't, it'll sound like this. Have. See that the little delay in turning off my voice created the sound because I opened my mouth and removed my teeth, but I didn't stop my voice. Have, believe. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? So it's a timing issue. So you have to make sure that your voice stops at the same time as your teeth leave your lip. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? And not, do you believe that? Do you believe that? It's something that takes practice, and yeah, it's tricky. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? You almost have to turn off your voice for like a split second before you start on the next word, which is that. Do you believe that? You have to like this tiny little pause that's almost imperceptible. Do you believe that? Leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it. Don't do leave it. I can't even do it. Leave it there. That's a hard one because it starts with another vowel. So it's usually a problem when it's not another vowel. It's more like the next word starts with a consonant. So leave the house. Leave the house. Leave the house. Got to stop that V right before you start the word that. Leave the house. Leave the house. Not leave the house. 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 So it's a timing issue. So that could occur with any consonant that's voiced. For instance, D is a voiced consonant, d, versus T, 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 t. They are the same sound, essentially, except one is voiced and one is not voiced. So T is not, t, 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 d, 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 t, 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 t. Exactly the same production except for the voice is on or off. So for instance, if I had a word, maybe had. All right, let's see. I had cornflakes for breakfast. We wouldn't want to say I had a cornflakes for breakfast. What? I mean, if it's used as an article, is a singular article for a singular noun. Cornflakes is plural. Cornflakes. So we wouldn't ever say, I had a cornflakes. People are going to get confused. They're going to think you're using the article a instead of, oops, it was just a voicing error or a speaking error. I had cornflakes for breakfast. So again, this time it's the tongue touching behind the teeth, but as soon as that leaves the location where you're pronouncing the T or the D, you've got to stop voicing for a split second. I had cornflakes. Not I had I can't even do it. I had a cornflakes for breakfast. I had a cornflakes. So there's a little bit of a pause in between when the tongue leaves the back of your teeth and you start saying the k sound for cornflakes. Your voice has to stop for a split second right before you produce the cornflakes. As soon as your tongue leaves the d behind the teeth, it's got to stop. I had cornflakes. I had cornflakes. Even when you're speaking fast, it's there. I had cornflakes. I had cornflakes. I had a cornflakes. That takes practice. So I don't know what else to say except that if you're aware of it, you can try not to do it. And sometimes people aren't aware that they are doing that in conversation. So if you ever can listen to yourself talking, maybe you have a recording that you took around the house or whatever, just stop and play it and see, am I doing that or not? So that is why you might be making the schwa sound. And once you know why, you can do something differently. So good luck.